EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the third round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. So we're into the weekend, Frank, and just remind people what's at stake here.
Top 50 players are going to go forward and play the big tour, the PGA Tour, the chance to play in major championships, the chance to become a star of the future. And right now, Rich, there's just 36 holes separating them between now and their dream.
Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plumb comes into play.
Good-looking shot right here. Well, she just played a wonderful shot from back there. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Great start.
A nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3-wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field. He needs a sort of miracle putt.
Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle. Obviously, you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take 2.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
I like the looks of this one. That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, we're really watching the next generation of PGA Tour stars, aren't we?
Yeah, this player in particular, Rich, amateur pedigree, already a winner of the NCAAs, and I've always thought that success early on is a predictor, really, of talent long term, and This player has all the tools.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Count that. That's a birdie. Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, if you're long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
The second shot now to the par 4. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up. Now a 7-footer. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's two bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those three little pot bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Siegel makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
That is impressive. Hit every single green in regulation today. Well done.
Second shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Nice position, short grass. Second shot. Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. These putts keep the round together. In the hole and a birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees. Oh, this is right at it.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Getting set now for the back nine here at TPC Sawgrass. Frank, what should we expect?
Well, there's a good run of holes. 10, obviously very birdieable. 11th, the par 5. 12th, a short par 4. A good chance to get this round really going.
She's ended up on the fairway and with such a good lie. So many more options available now. Frank, from this point, it is all about precision.
Yeah, that right side, you're looking at that big gaping bunker. And that green's not very deep from that angle.
Safely aboard. Good putt. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Now that's how you play the game, right there. Drops for a birdie. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass, tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
just dialed in. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
No, really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard record because if you spin your drive left, the drop back, perhaps on the ladies' tees, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. You try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So a good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast finish.
Frank, as players get set to make that next step, to graduate to the PGA Tour, what part of their game has to really be sharp?
Well, nowadays, all the players are powerful, so you're looking for other things rather than straight power. One of those things is adaptability. When you get out there on that first year on the PGA Tour, remember, you're going to be playing these venues for the very first time against people that have played it 10, 15 times, perhaps, so they have an advantage. So you're going to have to adapt very, very quickly and put the time in. Now this young college star, birdie putt coming up. And a chance to gain a stroke over the field and graduate to the PGA Tour. Well read.
Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Good tee shot, right in the short grass. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of the screen. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
This is a good-looking shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. That one was running so hot. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Right in the heart. Through the years, Frank, there have been 6 aces here at 17.
But it's hard to imagine that the last one was back in 2002 by none other than the most interesting man in the game and probably the most interesting par 3 in the game.
Stuffed that one in there just inside of 5 feet. Well done. And drops it in. Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
She really hit that tee ball nicely. It is in perfect position, and now she'll have a chance to capitalize. Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Did the job right there. And that wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the richest. Play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That